even more so worrying now for Sakai to make this Black jungle work.
Yeah, you're left with
Got him lined up and
yeah, Kimmy. I really don't like SRG's lineup.
You know that they want to go ahead and start things strong, and even for Nino on the CC, I think that was such a big part of that Game 5 in the last series here. So, yeah, if I had to say anything, momentum-wise, Alter Ego Esports should have this with this kind of draft too. I mean, but SRG is going to go claim the turtle.
Nice level 4 over to Cram just in time. A big Raven Spider comes down. Yasuke on the steed, looking for Yumes now. Yumes brought down low. Can Nino get the kill? Yasuke with first blood. So a turtle for a kill. How we feel about that trade?
For them at the moment as SRG transitioned towards potentially considering that fight after the objective. So I feel like this is Alter Ego and their game plan all along, but RP?
Nice gank onto RP, in comes the Blazing Duet. RP in a bad spot, taking out Sekai's. Able to get the kill. Look at Alec though. Gets a slam. Hichume gets involved as well. Doesn't use RWM just yet. Here comes Barbio. The slam through and they're all caught in the RWM. Yume's trying to do damage on a Hichume as Sekai's goes up against Yasuke. It's a 1v2. He pushes him inside and down goes Yasuke.
Sekai's is still alive. He's so tanky. Now RP trying to join in.
All right, RP looking for the battle. Alter Ego decides to back off. It's 2-2.
You kind of just let to go and let loose with the Phantom Steed and everything else, but there's good response from SRG's lineup. They're capable of fighting back if they want to.
A lot of damage onto Yumes. Yumes won't be able to get away from this one. Yasuke with another kill into his pocket. Add that on with the War Axe. He's 3-1-0. It's looking good.
Yeah.
For him.
I was supposed to say, Alter Ego so far have found ways to really deal with Stormy. I think so far, considering the damage profile right now, it's really Stormy who you want to go after at that moment. But now it's even Yumes who seems like a really easy target. Alec, wait.
Alec's taking a lot of damage. There goes the RWM though. RP locks onto Cram. Sakai's is able to get the turtle though. Into the backside, Nino looking for damage dealers, but the damage goes all onto RP. Graham able to get the kill, but Alter Ego don't want to let it go down. Guys, Hijume and Alec are moving forward. Another kill into the hands of Stormy as Yasuke bites one back. It's a 2 for 2. The turtle still goes to SRG.
They just really want to keep fighting. That was Alec also burning the flicker just to force that dive under the tier 2.
And it started up that fight that was chosen by SRG. So, you know, amidst it all, some kills obviously went over to Alter Ego and they had a good fight there, but SRG still maintains the lead. They do have still some control around the map.
Who got it?
Oh, did he get the orange buff? Yes. Yasuke will be able to get away safely with this. Cram moving on to Hijume. Yume's there as well. Alec looking to join the fray. A lot of damage with a Blazing Duet. Innocent able to get the kill on a Hijume. Alec's now in trouble. Next on the chopping block, he gets the slam, tries to bring him back, but he's caught in between 4 members. They're gonna jump him, they're gonna pound him down, and now Yasuke's on the run as well as wants to close the distance. Out comes the Phantom Steed. Innocent now getting involved as well as Yasuke picks up Yumes, flickers through, and Nino gets away safely.
Oh my, that was a well-timed entry from Innocent. You saw it. RP was nowhere to be found during that instance, so there definitely was an advantage towards SRG. But Yasuke though, the reset and him getting his ultimate for the second time around is still finding something out of that. It's still a really good stat line we're seeing, and he's still ahead of Sakai's.
He wants to take the buff again.
He's gonna take another one here with the pushback onto you. Comes RP with the Valkyrie descent. Sakai's gonna be in a lot of trouble here. One more hit and he does go down. Yasuke picks up the kill and now Yasuke's on the run. Cram able to close the distance though. And now Stormy moving on RP. A nice stun onto Alec. The grab, slam. A nice RP to catch Stormy and Innocent. But Cram is taking him for a ride. Back onto the tower. Alec finally forced to run off, but Nino's under the tower. He doesn't care about the shots. He's gonna get the kill. But Innocent now look for the response with Blazing Duet. The Vengeance able to respond back, and we are back down to calm.
We'll see if SRG secures this one again, but man, you gotta give it up to Alter Ego. The way they like to fight on the map early on, it doesn't matter. They'll take those fights.
And they may have stayed a bit too long there though, because they were able to take away the objective or the buffs from Sekai's, but Sekai's was able to get away. And now it's these 2 marksmen who keep fighting. Hold on.
Big hit on to Cram. Cram's gonna go down. RP comes into the backside though. Looking to try to get the final hit. Yume's able to find Yasuke. Nino finds Cram. It's a 1-for-1 and a Blazing Duet locks on to Hijume. And he does go down. Innocent wants another. He's going to chase down Innocent. Doesn't have the BMI currently, but it's just a couple more shots. He finally flickers in. One more hit, but no! Graham won't go down like this.
But he has to get off, and Innocent's just gonna go again, but you can't chase him down with flying clouds.
Walks into Stormy, Sakai's
Nino.
there as well. Now Nino in about let's get under the pace safely. What is going on?
That's the curtain call. He could have reached.
Innocent's got to do his thing, but we also got to allow him to do his thing. And so that one or two times they went down and kind of focused on that to get that kill, or at least to stop RP from bullying the lane early on, that's what helped bring them to this point. Now they've got control around this first Lord here. Alter Ego, though, trying to get a position for this, unless they go for RP. Okay.
He's just gonna get pushed back. There's the commit though. Big Brave Spider with a blazing duet from Innocent. Hijume now just trying to get away, but he's gonna get chopped down. Yasuke does bring out the Phantom Steed, but at this point, AE just wants to get away free. SRG now looking, pacing. Arfi gonna back off. They just want the Lord. Will AE give it to him?
Arfi wasn't the real target. When they saw Arfi and when they felt that SRG might actually go for him, Hijume, the other members were forced to reveal themselves, and unknowingly, Cram was there, ready to jump on them anytime. And that was the perfect cue for Innocent to just use the blazing duet at the right moment as well. There was no way Hijume could have gotten out of that, not without the flicker. And now Alter Ego couldn't even contest, but wait.
Big Valkyrie's descent. RP finally moves on to Stormy. A couple more shots, but it gets done. Wait, the final hit connects. Innocent gonna be pulling up soon though. RP still going strong. Yasuke, the RWM catches two, and that's gonna be it for Cram. Alter Ego Esports always fight back.
They'll take the fight even with a Lord charging toward them. They don't care. They'll go for it. The Purify will not save Stormy.
Where it wasn't such a reactive real-world manipulation that you get to see from Hijume. He was being well guarded by the other members of Alter Ego. Surprisingly, they have ways, they have damage to already deal with this guy, and that is something you could also expect from them in the upcoming team fight so long as they're able to set up, but Sakai's.
Nice dodges from Alec and RP.
Oh, there's the re-engage.
Does get the grab. Force use a flicker, and comes Cram with a Brave Spider. Innocent gets some more free shots. Barbiel does come out, but AE decides to disengage.
Okay.
All right, they want it, like there was an attempt to set something up. They disengaged, they're gonna go ahead and reset. One of the things we're seeing too from Arfi is, you know, now that he's built up, he might be down 1,000 gold against Innocent, but he's really focusing on trying to catch Stormy. I'm not sure if they're gonna get here in time though. Lord goes for a bit of a reset, but they go.
Stun. To the backside, plays duet, connects onto nobody. Alec gonna get the stun onto two in the backside. Arfi tries to disrupt Humes, but is on the run. Cram brought low. Yasuke picks up the kill. Now they're gonna move on to Sakai's. Innocent looking for free shots. Sakai's brought back to the team, and Nino just needs a few more shots. The RWM, the mega kill, and Alter Ego are finding the advantage as we speak.
Okay, Yasuke, another Phantom Steeds trying to chase, but SRG, it's only 3 of them left.
Yeah, they can't contest this. That was a hard fought for the Lord here. They'll be able to grab it for Alter Ego.
You would have thought Crab was in such a perfect position already to start a fight, but once it all broke out, he couldn't find his target. He just wanted to go for Hijume at that moment, but Hijume was able to reposition, get under tier 2, and now Cram finds himself in the middle of 4 members of Alter Ego who he couldn't really just fight against all alone.
Again, Arfi is doing a great job at trying to go for Stormy, and then the team, SRG, kind of has to deal with that and help Stormy peel. And that's why Cram ended up dying, because he was separated from the team. So that is going to continue to happen for these team fights, where you see that pressure towards that back line here. The Lord charges in.
Cram into the backside with a Brave Spider, goes straight to his death. A Valkyrie ascent, ready for the engage as Yasuke pounces down on a Sakai's, but a blazing duet into the back line, but it's still just not enough. He has to be on my back. He's able to find Hijume. And now it's a 3v3. SRG defend the towers.
Wow, Innocent threaded the needle there. He was 1 hit away from going down, but able to capitalize a kill. That was enough to keep them in the game. But man, Arfi is a menace on this Freya. He might have had a hard time in the early game, but they're looking to take a base turret here.
Yeah, did use the Valkyrie descent to get out though. Now he uses this to dash forward.
Pincer onto Humes. Humes brought very low. Nino able to pick up the kill, but now Yasuke has to back up. Arfi may have finally met his match. Oh, he goes down with Stormy picking up the kill, but they do break the inhibitor.
Arfi's like, I want this kill. He wanted to kill Innocent, didn't even use the flicker. Again, Flying Clouds being traditionally one of the maps, if not the longest play time right now throughout M7 is Flying Clouds.
One pack.
So they'll start this up, half health on the Lord. Attraction Pulse thrown out.
RP with a Valkyrie descent on to Sakai's. He's brought down to solo. RP is shredding through. And the backside though, Sakai's falls. Cram gonna be the next. RP keeps on going. On to the next one, but a blazing duet. Into the backside. Yasuke brought low, but he snipes him out with the sword.
Someone banned this Freya from Arfi.
Why is he still getting his hands on the Freya?
Time after time, Alter Ego break through the base, and it's not going to be enough to stop him here. Waiting for a few more minions, couple more hits, and Alter Ego end game number 1.
The momentum is there. We said it for this series.
On this CC that packs more damage than it does sustain. Gone are the days where CC will just go for maybe a War Axe and then the rest of defensive. No, you could just go for the offense. Nope, of course not. Nope.
They just thought about it,
Yeah,
but they did not hesitate.
Yeah.
Or maybe they took the time just to talk about the first few minutes of the game.
Yep.
Just decide, hey, here's what we're gonna do.
Delayed, not denied.
Delayed, not denied.
You know, because this is not a hero, like Guinevere is not a hero that does too well. I think it had an 18% win rate or so.
Yeah.
But, you know, seeing Nino holding on to that ultimate, Turtles up, they've got position in favor for them.
Yeah, and coupled with these heroes, right? You could see the synergies come into play, especially with the copied ultimate from Cram that Nino could potentially combo with Alec later on. But speaking of, Alec is low.
Ooh. Fury comes down, a lot of damage on Yasuke, and Cram gets first blood. Now they're trying to respond though. A lot of damage on Yumes. Nino able to pick up the kill, but a response back. We're 2.5 minutes in and it's already 3 kills, 4 kills. Make it 5.
Oh, make it more, baby.
Arfi,
Yeah.
let's lock on to Sakai's here. Can he get the final shot? Sakai's just trying to get away. One more hit, and Arfi finds it. 4-2, a turtle into the hands of SRG.
The Turtle not worth it, man. A lot of those kills went over to Alter Ego, and then you have 2 on Arfi now, so...
You get to see him get poked down quite often, and it's not him landing the spatial migrations all the time, but I don't think that's going to be completely necessary, because you could rely on other members of Alter Ego to just follow up, even though you miss.
Oh, the 1v1, and Graham wins it out.
All right, you're not better than me yet, basically, is what Graham said. Interesting that they just kind of battled out there, but that's what to expect. And with this...
Whoa.
All right. While they go ahead and reset, grab the buffs that they need, especially for Yasuke. And you notice in the last fight that we saw, Yasuke got blitzed. So at some point, you got to be able to go ahead and maneuver around that for the way that SRG is taking these fights. So look at the control of Alter Ego, man. They pretty much just won that objective by just taking control around it.
Yep, and they will continue to pressure Sakai's. Yeah, they got it.
Get it. Sakai's is who did get it? I'm looking for the orange buff right now, and I do not see it. Yasuke pulls up with it, able to get the Violent Requiem, and Yasuke gets the kill. Yumes, in the midst of 4 members, can't survive at a double kill. Over to Yasuke.
I guess that confirms Yasuke actually got away the orange buff. So Sakai's now down 2 deaths.
Yeah. Oh, Stormy.
Stormy got it.
Oh.
Sorry, I knew Yasuke didn't get it.
Okay.
All right, back to reality.
Flicker used. At least it's on SRG side.
Yeah.
Still, nonetheless, they've really got to be able to go ahead and deal with what's being thrown at them. It was great playing around the objective by Alter Ego, but then even when they decided to put pressure on the jungle of SRG, there wasn't much of a response. Even looking at the items, again, they're not really where they need to be in terms of like fighting pressure. You've got a Radiant Armor, a couple leg plates over here across the board for more of the tankier members of SRG. And as long as Innocent can farm up, that's great for him. But more so like we've seen when a Freya is across from you, that's not everything, right? And at the same time, Alter Ego continues to build up.
Jermaine just got that Sky Piercer in the way he's been playing. It might be big. The backside, Cram able to get the Shifting Clouds. The Fury comes down and the stun doesn't matter. Sakai's now moving on to Yasuke, but Yasuke still up. Cram getting low, and comes Arfi, diving on top of Sakai's. Arfi looking for the kill as Cram falls short on the top side of the fight, but in comes the blazing duet, and Innocent is immobilized. There's nothing he can do. Yasuke stomps forward.
And they lose 4 members of SRG in that fight. Alter Ego is just making it all work.
Yep, without Stormy there, first. It was a massive problem here for SRG. Scram 2 decided to continue what was started. He was split up, he was separated from the rest of the members, but Alter Ego had enough damage to deal with him. Now when they decided to shift, even when Innocent was there, even when there was a decent amount of damage coming in from the Blazing Duet, you know how Alter Ego plays. They're just all over the place, so nowhere is safe, not even with the BMI.
Man, not even, oh no, they're gonna go again.
The lock on. Hijime able to get some nice chip damage, and they're all brought back. Yasuke low, and Hijime gets the kill on Yumes. Alex just trying to get away with the fury of the Phoenix. Bashes them down in the bottom side. Keeping our eyes on Nino. Oh! He finds the kill onto Stormy, and it's nothing but Innocent standing.
The fight looked so good for a second for SRG, but they lose 4 again, back to back. That's what I'm saying, that minor adjustment and not getting hit by the Fury of the Phoenix, traction pulls thrown out, man, AE is not letting up at all. They want to go ahead and take the buffs if they can. And I think SRG really wants to keep this side of the jungle.
Oh, big dive from Arfi! And the knockup as well with a Violent Requiem. A beautiful shifting cloud comes in, and now members are dropping on each side. Arfi though still standing strong, he takes him down, and Sekai's will be the last to drop. Yasuke with a triple, and Arfi gets thrown the other 2.
Yeah, a couple fell from Alter Ego, but man, oh man. SRG just keeps throwing their bodies into a wall, and that wall is Alter Ego.
And now, how unfortunate is it for SRG that it's Arfi and Yasuke who were still left alive at that moment? No one could hold them down. Who could you expect to actually dish out the crowd control? There was Cram, he was there, but he used majority of it to set up multiple members of Alter Ego, which we thought would already look good for them, but Yasuke and Arfi just walked past all of that.
Oh, another Violent Requiem. But in the backside, Yasuke doesn't care about the bullet. Nice! He's gonna smash right through. And a nice Arfi on Stormy. There's no escaping back on the other side. Hijime finds Cramp, and Sekai's is all alone once again.
Alter Ego has done it time and time again. They'll do it for the 3rd time. They'll make their way to this bottom turret as Yumes has to watch.
Gonna force it again. No Holy Shields. They've already taken out the mid and bottom lane. Holy Shields, it's Yumes alone!
Alter Ego have been playing too long today, but Innocent's gonna come out. Alter Ego's forced to back off, and Yasuke takes the Lord.
The Purify is gone now for Innocent, and Lord is making its way down bot.
Yeah.
This is going to be even tougher. He's going to have to rely on some defensive items and fancy footwork to make this work. They're going to go for the base. Holy Shields pop. Arfi jumping for Yumes as that top shield is going to pop as well.
Yeah.
But now with the Lord making its way down bottom, how does SRG defend this? They are 12,000 gold behind, and this has been a dominant game for Alter Ego Esports.
They have range. They could definitely take advantage of that, but not if they're dive like this.
Arfi once again, in a nice shifting clouds. Anything that Cram to do to save the team, but it's not going to be enough. Yasuke brought low. Stormy able to try to do something. All the members still standing, and Nino cleans them up. They lock onto the base, and Alter Ego take us to match point.
El Padre, he does it better. Taking the IMU Ultimate, taking the Sora Ultimate, and capitalizes on the push into the base.
I don't want to say a little bit faster, but way faster. We came from an almost 90-minute game to now just a 12-minute game.
At this point, we already brought it up in the previous series, you cannot question the mentality of Alter Ego, but definitely their mentality is they are already in the grand finals.
You know what, the
Just the
Kadiro,
Lilia?
This boy, they can pick up anything.
Among the planes.
That's a-
exists
that's
the
an Eve.
equilibrium.
no need to be, I mean, it's a safe pick.
Yeah.
So no Way of the Dragon, no level 4. Just kind of, if you notice, both teams just kind of getting some battle spells out if they can. A couple more used from Alter Ego, but this fight could break out.
Yeah, it does come down. Yasuke brings out the Phantom Steed, but the Black Dragon is able to zone him away. Sekai's getting a free turtle here unless something can be done. No, it can't. Alter Ego decides to go back to the jungle.
It'll be interesting to see how Arfi plays this Esmeralda, because in their matchup against TL earlier on this evening, it didn't work too well for Oheb. Yasuke gonna go in.
Phantom Seed does come out, able to lock on to Sakai's. The nice kick lands on a Yums, and a beautiful RWN, and Nino finds Sakai's in the bottom side. He tries to flicker, but there's no escape. Back in the mid lane though, Yasuke and Alec have gone down. SRG making a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I feel like Alec really wanted to land the kick on Sakai's there. Oh wait, RP!
Under the tower. RP able to get the falling Star Moon. Will survive.
But here comes Stormy. I'm not sure if they're still going to be able to pressure Arfi.
He can clear this.
He'll be okay.
Okay, it was all right. Especially when Cram goes forward with the Black Dragon form.
Yeah, Cram is a lot more proactive right now. As a Valkyrie descent though, used by Innocent. Another 1v1.
Arfi, they're just slapboxing at this point. No, she eats shield, she makes shield. Alec goes down. This guy's able to get the kill. Doom's gonna get pushed back. Yasuke has a Phantom Steed, but at this point he just wants to get away. A nice defensive RWM. Nino jumps back in, but just to get Vision and Alter Ego, give up the turtle.
This is a much better time for Sakai's here to kind of be able to weave in and out of these fights, utilizing that kit from Suryo, and it's really helping avoid some of this setup potential. Alec.
Nice way of the dragon, but a big petrify on Yasuke. He's unable to engage. Phantom Seed finally does come out, but he's too low to help Alex. Cram, 2-0-2.
SRG are not giving any breathing room for Alter Ego. Not even opportunities for Nino to just scout out the members, nor Yazuke to confidently use the Phantom Steed as he wants. Hijume too, he's been constantly forced to use the real-world manipulation around this area, not in any way trying to set up for the objectives, because SRG have been taking control of majority of it, and this shutdown that they've been able to accomplish towards Alec is huge.
Weller is ready, and in comes Sakai. Zarfi able to flick away to safety. But Yasuke gets pulled in. He's got the Phantom Seed out. One more shot, but Sky's able to dash back. Innocent now, trying to lock on, but Yasuke still escapes with a beautiful way of the Dragon from Alex to Shunpo. And Alter Ego escapes death by a hair.
Alter Ego just isn't dying. What is going on here? I mean, great way to kind of avoid that, because that should have been a couple kills over to SRG. It should have converted to a turret, though. Attempt to kick the right target, but like, who is the right target essentially going to be over here, especially with Stormy? You know, he's rocking the Purify, so mainly he's going to be okay, but even so, it's just been really difficult for him to actually get this kick. Oh, Alec.
There's no escape from that one. Cram able to find Alec. RWM comes out defensively once again to try to keep SRG away. Yasuke with a Phantom Steed, backs off. Arfi though, able to zone away Innocent. Man, that RDM just is continuously used defensively.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to really launch an attack at any point now.
And at the same exact spot for 3 times already, where it's just moments before the turtle, and that everyone from SRG just gets to escape. So now they clearly have the upper hand. They'll take another turret away from Alter Ego.
A lot of damage on Nino. He might not be able to escape this one. Finally, Stormy gets the kill. Hijume just trying to clear the wave at this point. 2 tanky jungles, or 2 bulky jungles, and a female mage. Basically, they grabbed the little girl as your mage.
I mean,
basically what we're looking at. I mean, if nobody goes down, this is such a different game than what we've been watching.
Checks, I was following along, man, until that. So, hey, the Lord, though, secured by Sakai's.
Okay. Oh, Valkyrie descent. Coming in by Nino. Oh, on Nino. Okay.
All right, AE gonna back off. Lord casually goes to SRG at that point, and that's what I mean, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody's going down at 6-1, and now Nino's bulky, Arfi's bulky, Graham's bulky, Innocent's bulky. Neither team has a marksman. Like, how are any of these guys gonna kill any of these 4 heroes at this point? I got a feeling we might be in for a long one.
I was waiting for the Stormy shout-out, but...
Big Stormy shout-out, hey. Right now, with that Lord making its way down bot, I don't know if Alter Ego Esports is going to be in the best position to contest this, but they're going to try to go for a kill on Cram.
Oh, a lot of damage onto Cram. Yakuza might finally be able to pick one up. Sakai's goes down. Black Dragon to run away, but Yasuke snipe him off the map. What? With a long shot spear of the sword. On the mid side though, able to take the tier 3. A nice falling star moon on to Innocent, but AE got what they wanted.
Just because of the way that SRG's lineup works, you can see this now too. Trinity achieved here for Innocent. I mean, Innocent has just been doing his thing, farming up 0-0-0 right now on the Freya. But now he's going to be kind of a nuisance to deal with. He's going to be able to pop off the damage towards that backline, especially on Hijume if he goes here. So the fight for this Lord starting up again, a little bit of an awkward positioning for both teams to try to execute this.
Yeah, maybe we will be looking at whether or not Alec does find the right opening too, and how are they gonna link up together. Oh, he misses the Phantom Steam.
RBL!
Huge Black Dragon does come out. They're gonna try to zone Yasuke away. Sakai's able to get the Lord. Arfi on the run, Cram able to get the knock up. But in comes Yums and Alec. Nice kick on a Sakai's, but it's more to just disengage. Alec will go down, but Yasuke has the steed finally back. RWM to catch two, and Arfi's brought low, but Yasuke brings two back into the RWM, and Cram might not be able to get away from this one. Yasuke dashes back, Stormy gets the kill.
All right, now it's gonna be Innocent going for the chase. It's Nino who is after. Arfi will have to disengage because Nino, only with a flicker. Oh, actually still survived, but not for long.
Now it's just Arfi against four. He might be bulky, but it might be too much. He's pulled back into the midst. And Sakai's gets it. They might be able to try to force this in here.
Oh man, it's only Alec against all of SRG essentially. Can he stop him?
Nice Black Dragon. Wave still has to come out, but Alec goes down. And SRG will lock on the base and get one step closer to evening the score.
We are not going to have a sweep, not in the lower bracket semis.
A slippery target. That's one of the main strengths of a Suyo. This is what he was known for when he was big in M6 about a year ago. That was before his change, before his major nerf. When you're in the immortal form, they played more Zet than Lunox.
Or Odette if they're crazy. Lilia. I don't necessarily like it. I think Fanny kind of likes playing against Lilia amongst...
To come through this draft, I was almost expecting the Lunox there, but you know, for the most part, maybe Stormy's idea is also just, as long as he can avoid getting set up.
A lot of damage from Yasuke already picking up the first blood.
Ouch.
Flying through the air.
Okay.
Here's the thing, Turtle, pretty much for the clear taking for SRG, as they should be able to secure it. They have control of this area. Yasuke at no angle there to go forward, but because of the first blood, and so for SRG, they've got to be cautious of that. And I think, again, this lineup does allow them to...
Ooh! On a Uranus!
That's what I was talking about, man. The snowball potential is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, the Fanny.
The amount of hold you see from Alter Ego works so well for them. It buys enough time for heroes like, or players like Yasuke to actually dish out the damage. But on the other hand, SRG, who could you actually expect to hold down Yasuke? Because I feel like this is another recurring problem that we see constantly in the previous games. It was once a problem for Arfi on the Freya, now he's not. It's a fatty on Yasuke, but the cables don't land.
Alec.
A little bit of damage on Alec. Yasuke locking on to Innocent, but Yasuke's in a bad spot
No
now.
energy.
No energy.
The cutthroat, but he still falls. Yums able to pick up the kill. You know, yes, you missed the purple buff, but you said it right. Alter Ego still holds a gold lead, and the leveling between Sakai's and Yasuko is still even.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yums
mid
flickers
again?
for that too, by the way.
Made. Barely able to get away there, but Crimp Thunder gets the kill. Nino gonna try to slow him down. Comes Yasuke, looking for the cutthroat, able to get it and get the kill. So 1-for-1, but I do like the kill going into the hands of Yasuke there.
They're trading kills for the objectives right now. Alec.
Alec won't be able to get away from this.
All right. Alec goes down. Not sure if that was actually necessary either, but might play a part of these objectives, these fights that they're looking for. Now, the difficulty of that is you're working against two Purifies, of course, which we expect. Cram should be able to get away. I mean, he is on the Styranus. Nino's making his way up top. Oh, they follow through.
I'm offended. What's the Destinata onto Cram, and Cram goes down along with the Feathered Airstrike. Alter Ego Esports find pickoffs.
Right on cue. As I was saying, Nino's Ruby is always going to come into play, and it does that. Now Turtle's up. This might be actually a Turtle that can be contested and secured up by Alter Ego Esports. For SRG, they're still going and maintaining most of this. Again, for Innocent to continue to build up, he's going to be fine. Yums will go ahead and rotate down for this, as they do want to fight for this last Turtle. Guys in position.
There, I'm offended onto two. Nino still on the run though. Blazing Duet in the backside. Innocent picks up Nino. Alec gonna be next. For that airstrike though. Lands on a Yums, but Yums able to flicker, and here comes Cram for Hijume once again.
Oh, Yakuza, he swings around for Sakai's.
He's looking for a target, is able to get away. Sakai's doesn't have the electrifying beats, isn't going to fully commit, decides to just go for the turtle instead.
Yeah.
If he starts to build up the stacks, then you have more of that pressure where Yasuke just kind of weaves in and out, popping off tons of damage, and then Arfi scales up and is able to capitalize on him or Hijume.
Yeah, it's interesting though. I feel like majority of the attention from Alter Ego has been towards Crab in the XP lane. Oh
Damage
no.
on Alec. Vitalize does come in. They'll be okay. They're going to re-engage now. Hijume wants to join in on the fight. Yasuke comes swinging in as well. Sekai's unable to get away. A feathered airstrike. Arfi gets the kill and gets his first stack on to that Sky Piercer.
There's a stack for him. They'll clear out the mid lane.
Something that's been huge for Alter Ego here, they continue to send Yasuke up to the XP lane, giving Nino the ability to be part of these fights, because like you said, you know, Nino's going to be huge in a lot of these fights. He's the one that can catch them off guard when Sekai's tries to dive.
They want to go ahead and get what they can, battle spells down if they can. Again, this is very close. It's a very close game right now, especially in terms of itemization. So right now, it's more about trying to get a numbers advantage if they can. If they can get a pick off, that's great, but it's just push and pull. It's SRG that has the control of the Lord right now, though.
Yeah, you really wouldn't want to try and take down this hero. It's always
and I'm offended from Nino! The storm is here, but a blazing duel locks on to Hijume, and Hijume falls! And the backside, Yasuke able to pick up Innocent. It's a gold laner for gold laner, but also a mage from Alter Ego, so SRG still controls the Lord.
Okay, so honestly, when it was just Cram standing in front, then Nino didn't really want to throw out anything just yet, but he found two members, and I think that was the perfect opportunity to at least try and set something up. Okay, so now...
Oh! You saw it coming, Brig.
I didn't.
What happened? What happened?
Just Stormy got deleted, man. He can deal with some of this. So positioning now for Alter Ego Esports around this Lord. Oh, Yasuke still on the bottom side, mid lane.
Damage on a Sakai, so he tries to lock onto Arfi. Arfi gets the outplay! With the help of his team, a quick poke in the face from Alec, and there's no way out.
And even Hijume, he just flew out of the entire team fight. Just when we thought he could have been the first to fall. Now that's two consecutive crucial members of SRG going down.
Yeah, it's the team fights just are not going the way of SRG right now, and I feel like they've really lost grip of this game just in a couple minutes. They still have control. They can still win a fight without Sakai.
A lot of damage. Innocent tries to escape. Yasuke unable to connect. Cram able to zone away Arfi. But Nino still holds down the Lord.
They reset the Lord here.
Back on the map. Nino wants to keep it going. Yasuke
and
he's able to take it. But now they've got to get away safely. A big arm offended on the two, and Nino falls. Alec going to fall next.
Oh, he's going to chase Yasuke down too. I'm not sure if Sakai's going to catch him. Okay, barely, but man, they gave the call to just secure the Lord at any cost. They made it happen, but the cost was 3 deaths for Alter Ego.
Yup. Oh, now Crab. Okay, that was close. Okay.
Yasuke.
Okay, maybe
he does have a flicker.
Yeah. So still, I'd say it's a really commendable call for Alter Ego to actually go and win.
But the damage that he's able to pump out with the Blazing Duet is what is a huge threat in comparison for Arfi. You know, again, he hasn't built up a ton of stacks or anything, but he does have itemization on this Granger to deal with some of these this lineup from SRG. I love Crab. He's just like, I'm going to pop the Consecrate. I'm going to do my thing. I have an eye on Yasuke. Yeah. Lord is up, and it's actually going to be started by SRG. They're blitzing it, and because of that, again, Cram has been everywhere from start to finish up to this point.
With this Lord, I don't think Alter Ego's going down just yet, as long as they don't make any big mistakes. But there's a high probability of maybe more than one inhibitor dropping.
Yeah, gotta be careful too. There's a flicker, I'm offended combo that's brewing if ever they get to successfully clear everything and SRG decide to overstay. But SRG are fully aware of that idea. They aren't actually showing themselves or making themselves available or within reach.
That's all part of the plan, though. Like, we've seen this many times, and that's what I was saying when we jumped in this game. With a Fanny on your composition, you know that there's going to be pressure for the purple. If you can't get it, well, here's a fight.
Dooms onto Arfi. RP's not going to be able to get away from this one. Able to flick with the Fed air strike in response to this with a blazing duet.
Oh!
Goes down, and Yasuke hasn't even joined in the fight.
Oh, Wind of Nature.
Still doesn't have the energy. Wind of Nature comes through. On the boss side, Cram finally falls. 2 members drop from Selangor Red Giants. And Alter Ego find a moment.
The Lord is up, though. Does
Yeah.
SRG even want to do this without Sakai's? They have to reset.
That footwork we saw from RP.
I thought for sure he was gone.
Yeah.
Call that an athletic flicker, by the way. Every time we see that, that is the move right there.
Oh,
He just repurchased. I think he flipped one of his items. I think he buys rose gold, and he just bought back, what's it called? Stormy, though, making her way in. This should be a good Lord for Alter Ego.
Wow, a team fight that was started up by SRG. Like I was saying before the Lord broke out, they had them sandwiched in, and Alter Ego responded.
Yeah.
And that's Yosuke without a purple buff earlier.
this is a huge opportunity. It's an evolved Lord.
Evolved Lord up top, SRG on the back foot. Yosuke, all right, putting the pressure. How does SRG respond to this? Nino up front, pulls.
Defended onto Cram. Cram taking too much damage. And Hijume. And look at Arfi. Just like last time. Conceal play. Alter Ego breaking through, and the damage is just too much. Innocent comes in, but another I'm offended. Hijume in the backside. The Lord is on the base. Arfi looking for another target. Arfi's down though, shut down from Hijume. They can't quite break through.
They take out a base turret up top and bot. And now one base turret stands for SRG to stay alive.
Alec has the glorious pathway.
Don't have Arfi, but Hijume's gonna reposition. There is a feathered airstrike in the kit. Sakai's gets pulled back in. Nino able to lock him down.
Innocent doesn't have Blazing Duet just yet. Can he defend this? Now he's got it.
Blazing Duet comes in, but it's still not enough damage. One cannon minion on the base. All they gotta do is get a couple more hits. Cram tries to defend. Another wave on the boss side.
He's gonna hold the minions.
Doing everything he can. He gets pulled back in. Some doubted. Some said they'd never make it this far. But today your eyes are on Alter Ego as they take all of the hearts of Indonesia with them to the M7 Grand Finals.